Yeah, I say we do that. Exile this guy. I like the lifelink flyer better. And then we can still wake this up, I think. Get some damage in there. I say we go for it. Oh no, I should have drawn with Lolth first. And they scoop. They've had enough of our Planeswalkers. Hey everybody, what's up? What's going on? My name's Kyle. Try that again. Hey everybody, what's up? What's going on? My name's Kyle. Thank you for stopping by to check out my video on Arena Hacks. Today I'm looking at some more Orzhov control stuff. Orzhov Amigos is where I'm going, kind of like a Super Friends deck with lots of Planeswalkers in it. So unfortunately I don't have a whole lot of the new Kamigawa cards in this deck. Oh, I guess a decent bit. There's been a little bit modified from some of my older Orzhov decks. We got some of these new legendary lands here. 2 of these Eiganjos and 2 Takenuma. And then some of our classic or old lands here. I like this one for the Graveyard Hate, which is why I only have 1 Cave of the Frost Dragon, which the flying is kind of nice, which is why I do have 1 and only 1. I did have 61 cards when I came to look at this, so I took out a planes. There might be 4 planes in the gameplay, in the video. I'm not sure. I hope I didn't have that. Like, yeah, because I'm thinking that should be fine. That puts us at 23 lands. But we do have lots of learn. We have a pretty low curve too, by the way. So for our 23 lands, 2.4 average is not that bad for 23. 24 is fine for 2.4. It depends on what your highest mana costs are. We only have 5 at 5 and 4 at 4 for mana cost. Everything else is 2 or less. Like everything's 2 or less except 10 cards. So once we get to 4 or 5, we're pretty happy. We're creating treasures with Shambling Ghast, Deadly Dispute. We're getting our environmental sciences, which gets us land with Professor of Symbology, as well as Eyetwitch when they die. We're sacrificing them to Dockside Chef for more card draw to get our lands that way, make sure we don't miss our land drops with card draw. Also more card draw engine with the Deadly Dispute here to go in. So we got Meathook as kind of an extra side win con. We can play that, wipe the board, get some damage on them when our creatures die, and we don't care about our creatures dying because we're all about sacrificing and creating tokens and stuff like that, which our Planeswalkers do. We also got Vanishing Verse here for some spot removal, very powerful. Instant speed, hit a monocolored permanent, can be really awesome, and then your opponent just draws another one of that awesome permanent that you just destroyed or exiled. So, you know, no big deal. Yeah, it's surprise. I'm so surprised how weak this card is for me and how powerful it is for everybody else. It's insane. No spoilers there, but anyways. Yeah, like there's a lot of great monocolored permanents out there. I get just wrecked by these things so much, but then I reluctantly run them in my deck thinking 1 card can't be that good, but everybody's always just multiple copies of Vanishing Verse. They're just wrecking me with it. And then of course I maybe see 1 a game. Maybe, if I'm lucky. Why? Because I don't have 4? Yeah, that statistically makes sense. Anyways, I'm running off on a tangent here. It's like a Blizzard Brawl, another Blizzard Brawl. Everybody else gets it just over and over if they need it. But if they don't need it, then they don't get multiple copies of it. Like, ugh. And then when I run it, nope. All right, I got to move on. Moving on to the Planeswalkers. I did mention we do have a lot of creature tokens, so we don't mind sacrificing for card draw. And if they just dies to Meathook, so we can get a trigger and drain our opponent's health total, we do not mind doing that. So we get lots of extra creatures via tokens with Lolth, tokens with Sorin, tokens with the Wandering Emperor, and not very often, but we can get some tokens with Kaya the Inexorable. Every single one of our Planeswalkers creates token. Kaya, sort of not really. She puts the ghost form counter on a non-token creature. When that non-token creature dies or is put into exile, then we get that spirit token. So she doesn't directly create creature tokens, but she does give us a lot of value in the sense that we're bouncing a creature back to our hand, which is, out of all the creatures we have, it's creature tokens and just these low guys that are very cheap, so we can bounce them back to our hand when they die and replay them, recast them very quickly again because they're so cheap. All of them are so cheap. Other than that, we just have creature tokens, which you can't use this on. Oh, excuse me. What we also have in here, so over here, the only removal we really have is Vanishing Verse, Meathook, and maybe Shambling Ghast with its -1/-1. However, when we come over to our Planeswalkers, we've got, not there, we've got Exile removal with Wandering Emperor. We've got Exile removal with Kaya the Inexorable. So we've got extra removal there. We've got extra card draw with Sorin. We've got extra card draw with Lolth. We don't have card draw with the Wandering Emperor, but we do have combat abilities, so we can push a few extra damage with maybe our flying Eyetwitch or our flying vampires that we create here, or even our Menace Spiders, right? So we put +1 counters on them, give them first strike. We can build them up to help them get that extra damage in while Meathook is working away at them as our creatures die. We just need to draw all this stuff, but we have insane amounts of card draw, like I just mentioned. Lolth, card draw, Sorin, card draw. No card draw on Kaya or the Wandering Emperor, but they make up extra removal for us. We do get card advantage with Kaya when we put a Ghost Form counter on our non-token creatures, because then they die. We can either sacrifice them, chump block, whatever, recklessly attack. When they die, they come back, we play them again. So that's card advantage. We're getting a token out of it. Things tend to spiral away. Especially if we can get a couple of Planeswalkers out, have them protected for a turn or two. Usually they can work together to keep producing creatures to block and protect the Planeswalkers. They keep giving us a value by their extra card draw abilities and their extra exile abilities and removal, and we can use their exile and removal over and over if we can protect them, plus them up, use the removal, protect them, plus them up. And like I said, when we get multiples of them, they can work together to protect each other and give us card advantage so we can find more creatures and all kinds of neat stuff like that. So getting a lot of these Planeswalkers on the field is really fun, really exciting, and really gets going. Yeah, I think I just discussed everything. That's pretty much how the deck is supposed to work. Wear them away with Meathook, wear them away attacking with little creatures, maybe get some Menace so that we can get some damage in, chip damage with Eyetwitch maybe, chip away with Meathook, and then just annoy the crap out of them by removing all of their stuff with Planeswalkers, removing all of their stuff with Vanishing Verses, and board wipes with Meathook. And then just attack with them from the air to kill them. Like, that's our win con, just drain them away. So that's the deck. Sideboard, not going to go over it much. I've done it a million times. Literally, you want a full in-depth here, you can almost watch any one of my other videos with a sideboard. It's pretty much going to be exactly the same as this. The only difference is, and as I've mentioned in the past before, is Confront the Past is usually a second copy of Mascots if I don't have any Planeswalkers in the deck. This deck is big on Planeswalkers, so we absolutely want Confront the Past. We may even want to drop this Containment Breach because we don't have a super amount of ways of getting treasures. So we might even want to, whoops, that was an accident. Whatever, I'll fix that later. But we might drop the Containment Breach and maybe go for another Confront the Past. As a suggestion, maybe you might want to do that. I don't know. But yes, that's the deck. Let's go look at some of that gameplay. But before we do, always remember to hit the thumbs up on the bottom of this video. Also subscribe if you haven't already and you're liking my stuff. If you find anything I do helpful, like my beginner's guide stuff or anything like that, please hit that subscribe and leave a comment down below. Every comment helps my channel, helps the YouTube algorithm and everything to get me more views and help me grow so that I can be doing this more and more often for you guys in the future and hopefully improve quality even more and more as well. You know, at some point I'd like to hire an editor and get some editing done on my stuff so I don't have to do that. It would allow, that would be really great for me, and I think it would improve the quality of my videos a little bit. But anyways, that all being said, let's get to those games. Wow, this looks like some shuffling right here. Of course, we gotta try. It's slow as hell, but we go first, so a one drop would be nicer than Professor though. Game over. That's it, we lose. Enchantment's Perfect Curve, why not? I guess I just can't build anything that's any good anymore. Like, I'm so mad. I'm so fed up with today, with this game. Like, my god. Every deck I've done today, everything. And it's not the decks. It's not me. It's absolutely the program, 150 million %. And I'm really fed up with it. Enough is enough. Treasure. And that is enough for Kaya, which can exile their Trampler. We can do -3, which won't be enough. Say we go Kaya and exile their Trampler dude here. This also has Graveyard Recursion. So unless they have protection, they don't.
It's the least you deserve.
We got some good stuff going. Sort of. Not really. They can go both at Kaya. We can block one and to save Kaya, but it's not going to do a whole lot of good if they can pump this up at all. Okay, so they just pecked one off of Kaya. That's not too bad. We still get to keep her. Mana's good. We can do what, -3 with this? We can do -3. That's perfect. Because that kills everything. And we can plus up on here. So that when he'll come back to our hand. Okay. I know I had pessimism a bit early, but oh my god, guys. Not just today, actually. The last 2 days straight has been absolutely ridiculous. We do have another chump blocker out there, too, from the little spirit token. They get another one of those guys that we now have to figure out a way to exile. We do have other exile effects in this deck, though, so... The trample's really bad. Put that ghost form counter on. We have what, 3/4 mana. If we play this, we'll have 5. We can throw a Lolth with some spider tokens. Oh, okay. I think maybe we do that. Keep the pressure on. Well, not really keep the pressure on. Keep blockers and stuff. So if they attack with their Trampler to try and take one of our Planeswalkers, then, oh, why not? Why not just get double of every awesome card that we've already dealt with and just get it again? While we're not finding more of our removal. Oh my god, come on. Another Meathook, another, what else we got? We got Vanishing Verses in here. We got, yeah, like the things that people see multiple copies of all the time. Heck, oh my god, Wandering Emperor would be nice. Another cat, yeah, all of our, so much of our Planeswalkers has removal in them too. We also got Meathook. Nothing else. Oh, waiting for us. Whoopsie. This will block all 3. Do we really want to do that? Or do we just want to go here, here? They might be pumping it up or something. If we go that way, and they pump it up +1, they'd have to give it more than +1. They have nothing here. They have mana open and 1 card in hand. I don't think they can do more than +1/+1. They might be able to do +2/+2. Let's throw that in there too. It's also got toughness to help damage travel through, and he comes back to our hand and produces another spirit token. Okay. It was alright, it worked out.
I will. My will cannot be.
This is better. Man, that last game I played with this deck. So let's throw this guy down again. Do that again.
You'll be fine. Trust me.
Play that because I'd rather have that Hive activatable as soon as possible. Do this, grab a white because everything's black. These will also do white, but that's our only mono white source so far. Could play Eyetwitch. I kind of don't want it to die yet. Can't get spiders yet unless this dies. We can get some card draw and then make spider. Wait, cancel. They have reach? They do have reach. Let's go with both of these. They're obviously going to block one. And that's the one we deadly dispute. So now we get another counter on Lolth so we can create spiders.
Do what I demand.
And draw a bunch of cards. Good cards too. Get a damage in there. Spider, spider.
My power is for annihilation.
Eyetwitch? Yeah. Get it out there. Why not? Oh no! We had a treasure. With our untapped land, we could have activated Dockside Chef's ability. Now we can't do it. Should have saved that ability up. Not a big deal. I forgot that we had a treasure for extra mana. I'm like, 1 mana, I can't do it. What do we? Can we play anything? Oh, we can play a Twitch. Let's play an Eyetwitch. Ooh, that's interesting. What is this thing? Activated, triggered ability. Reach, control of tram. We got options now. This is how we like this deck to perform. Man, so many things going on here. -3, get rid of that guy. 'Cause he's got reach.
When I say go, you go.
And if we play that, how much? 8, so we can cast both of these guys this turn. That's pretty sweet. Do we draw a card yet, or do we attack first? Let's attack with the spiders. And they have mana. Or they scoop. That's cool. How did they were doing for... Blah, blah, blah. How were they doing for... It's like the 10 millionth time I just came up to gold 3. Oh, they're out of cards in hand too, so that's good for us too. What are they getting with this? Put a +1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. They get a little bit bigger. It's not going to help them much. And we're going to slowly, as we can protect Kaya and build her up. Yeah, like having that Dockside Chef bounce back, building her up in the background, exiling another thing. I thought we were screwed against... They had some good stuff right out the gate too. They play a Naturalist? I thought... Oh, they didn't. Thought they did. First time I've seen Selesnya enchantments that didn't get that Jukai Naturalist. Okay. Wish we had something to draw some cards with. Hello, I guess. Like something to sacrifice and draw cards with. Would have loved to play this first. So we untapped and everything. Fate. Oh my, okay. Look at all of our legendary lands. This, just because it's not tapped. Attacking because they can't block it, and play our other Eyetwitch. That's fine. We don't need to learn yet. Or are they going to sack it now? Yeah. Alright, we could have blocked a damage, but that's okay. We still get our learn from whichever Oh no, they went treasure. Ooh, they want to go with something big. They're using the treasure. Did they miss a land drop? I feel like they missed the land drop. Do we attack and give them another learn, or have they even had a learn? They got good card advantage. We, so far, not really. We just get 1 damage in. I don't think it's worth it. This way I hope they think we have a Deadly Dispute. Which would be nice if we did. Even a Dockside Chef, we could have played it during our turn and had it available, had the mana available. Is this alternate art for Edgar? Yeah, it's Edgar. Casket of Native Earth. We can actually cast this. 4 damage and... Let's trade, why not? We each get to learn. I want to go this, but I also want something other than my other Eyetwitch to exile. Let's just grab it anyways, so we have it sitting in the background. They took card draw. That's not bad too. If they attack with Edgar, we can exile Edgar, which is not shabby. Get another land out there. But do we play this and have a chump blocker? No, I think we'd use Eyetwitch as the chump blocker. We can get a token out of it, which we can use for this. We can also get tokens out of that. I think we just sit tight and play our Wandering Emperor. So if they attack with Edgar, we exile the Edgar so they don't get the coffin. What's with all this special thing? 3... Henrika. Alright, Henrika. I know who that is. Transform. They can make a sack a creature. That's fine. That's totally fine. They would have to sacrifice a creature as well. They draw a card and lose a life.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa.
We exile that. I like that sound effect. Ooh, another one. That'll be good for later. It's a 3/4 on its other side. So what do we have for plussing here? It gains first strike until end of turn. Yeah. Well, we have to plus it, so let's hold on. Hold on a sec. Hold the phone, donkey. Let's get that down just to keep getting our land drops. Let's play Sorin. Get ourselves a little 2/3 flyer. That's what we'll plus up on. No attacks. There we go. Sorin and Emperor together. So happy together. Good 4-drops, each of them 4 mana Planeswalkers. It'd be cool if I had this card style for Sorin too, and they'd both be looking cool on the battlefield right now. Because you gotta look cool. Okay, they're thinking. Cool. Scry 2, draw a card. What if they flip this? It's a 3/4, so this guy won't kill it. Meh. So what do we do with Wanderer on our next turn? Do we get a little token, creature token? Or do we put another thingy on this thingy? So right now if they attack, we double block. Or we can exile with our other Henrika here. Or they've got the Henrika. And then what? They just play another one? Or we double block? I'd rather not double block, but we can just lose our Wandering Emperor, play another. I don't know if I like that either. Let's double block, gain some life. Get rid of their Henrika thingy. Oh no! I meant to get... Okay, that's... Okay then. Let's get black source. I see plenty of white out there. Let's plus this guy. Sure, we'll take it. Even though we already play a land this turn, it's good for next turn.
Nothing on Innistrad.
And we don't take any damage for taking it either. And we have 4 mana out there. That's not bad. So let's get another little dude.
May your blade strike true.
And we still, so we have Wandering Emperor available. This is a sorcery, so we won't have it during their turn. I say we sit tight. We have these 2 instant speed spells. Can't cast both. We can only cast one or the other. I feel like I keep sliding back in my chair here. What is this? Sisters of the Undead, Vampire Noble, Flying Haste. Alright, they get to bring stuff back with it. And it's not a monocolored permanent. So what do they? Can't bring back Edgar, though. Aw, damn, that's a legendary vampire. Oh, yeah, we gotta let him go. Oh, I was gonna say, we could use this. No, we can't use it against her because... What's with their alternate art? Wow, what, they must have been in some kind of event or something. Like, everything's so crazy. Uh-huh. Oh, wow. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody going everywhere. So we got this one and this one on our dude here. This one on Sorin. So to protect Sorin, we have to play our Wandering Emperor to exile that. And then we can use Vanishing Verse on this one. And that takes away all their good stuff. I like. We do that.
Run away.
Get rid of their Olivia.
Done.
And that's it. No blocks necessary. Play this for -3. And then we'd have 2 mana left for Vanishing Verse. We'd lose our guy, though. We can get this guy back. Let's get an attack in first. Why not? And they get to do something, a treasure, I guess. Resolve all is good here. Get through it faster. You give us a token. You make it better.
I bring my own.
End turn. We still have Vanishing Verse on deck.
Enemies.
Any more Planeswalkers? Just our 2 Wandering Emperors and 1 of our Sorins. Sorins. We're at 30 health. Holy bejesus. So if they play something super scary, well, that's kind of scary, not ridiculously, but you know, there's no protection or anything we can do about that. Dag Nabbit. -1 for a creature here, so that's not bad. Ooh. Sure. Good way to get through our lands. We don't take any damage from it.
Very well.
Do we want to use the plus here on one of our spiders? Because I really would like to plus her up to get her back up to 3, but I'd also like, yeah, let's get the family. Not the whole family of Planeswalkers, but we're getting there.
You require my aid. I will get what I want.
And we still have Vanishing Verse ready to go. Trying to build up Sorin to get another flyer. Welcoming Vampire. That one's got the same alternate art, but it's got the same name. I know what that does. We can exile that. Is it whenever they cast or whenever it enters? Whenever one or more other creatures with power 2 or less enter, not when they cast. Really? Well, Meathook's working on them, so we get rid of that so they don't get card advantage out of it. Dang, Kaya. Where were you, like, a while ago? That exile would have been nice. Well, let's get a creature out there. Pajang.
We must protect the people.
Let's take a look at our library here. What's coming up next? All right, we'll take it. It doesn't cost us any help. I can't believe we've only hit lands with Sorin's plus ability. Like, what the hell? Okay. Do we wake up some lands and attack in? Anything in their graveyard we're super afraid of. They've got one good vampire here. I say we get rid of that. Was that the one I thought it was? Oh, not really. Oh no, I exiled that one already. It was the welcoming vampire that I thought I was getting. Is there any way to lose a creature so that we can... We have this to get one of our planeswalkers back too. Just to get an extra counter on here. Oh, we don't have the mana to play Kaya anymore. I was going to say, let's play Kaya and put a ghost form counter on our land, creature land, but we can't do that anymore. Oh, we forgot to draw with Lolth. Son of a bum. That would have immediately cost us. Damn. So many planeswalkers. It's hard to... This is the first kind of deck I've built like this. Like a... I guess they usually call it a super friends or whatever, when you get a whole bunch of planeswalkers that try to work together and do stuff. Interesting. Do we want to keep exiling from their graveyard? I would like some creature cards so we can put ghost form counters on those. All we can do is put ghost form counters on up to one target non-token creature. We can't even do it on our creature tokens. Well, we can -2 here for another creature here.
You can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
I want to get rid of that guy, but I don't know what to do it with. Meathook, -1. Exile it, get rid of one of these things. I don't want him getting the learn. Yeah, I'd say we do that. Exile this guy. I like the lifelink flyer better. And then we can still wake this up, I think. Get some damage in there. I say we go for it. Oh no, I should have drawn with Lolth first. And they scoop. They've had enough of our planeswalkers. Constantly creating creatures to block and protect. Constantly letting me look through my library. Oh, that was nice. That was nice to see that. That's what I saw in testing, but it's like, yeah, let's go play some players now. And there we go. Okay, here we are. Definitely keepable. Gross. I don't play too much during their turn. Wandering Emperor. What's the other one? Is it just spells? Spells. This is not the channel ability is not a spell. I should try a channel deck. I wonder if there's any synergy there. Let's just hold off there. We are up against aggro, mono white aggro. Board wipes are going to be super valuable. Oh, that's bad. What is this? ETB? That's very bad now. That shuts down our Meathook. Makes X cost 2 more. We pay 2 for X and it does nothing just because we have to prevent it from being countered. We have to pay 2 to do that. Because the Meathook is a permanent entering the battlefield and triggering an ability. So that's very, very bad. Let's end turn without playing anything else. And we might be able to channel this to shoot down their Strict Proctor if they attack with it. Oh, that's bad. Now we can't shoot it. We can block with Eyetwitch. Combined with the 4 damage, we'll kill it. They put it over there, though. Alright. Let's go to blocks. Fortunately, we can't kill this guy right now, and we're not going to be able to Meathook. I think we're not getting this one. Mono white with way too much going on. Or do we block with this and get Envirosciences? Maybe we block with this and grab Envirosciences. I think that's a better move. Meathook, cast it during our turn, yeah, so it won't cost the 1 extra. You need what, -4 now? Oh god, because they leveled this AI. I don't think we're winning this. We're not going anywhere with this game. Ay. 2 white would be nice. But it could bottleneck us on black, so I say we go black source. I guess we try it and just hope it lasts a turn and they don't just have something. So there'll be at least 4 damage in the air, maybe more. Oh god. All that work, it's like nothing I ever do matters. I always lose like that. It's like hands tied behind your back. They get this insanely good creature that shuts you down perfectly, so you work your butt, you figure out a way, you finagle, and you get around, you get it. And what do? Just slap it. Like, this guy's I think he had 1 card during my turn. They drew a card, played it. What do you want to bet they just top decked it? Thanks, game. Just keep giving my opponent everything. Holy crap. Just give them everything. Why not? The only thing it shuts down is Meathook, but that's our board wipe against a deck like this. Our board wipe is absolutely what we need. We need that right now more than anything. So badly. So if we get some card draw going, we can maybe find a Vanishing Verse. I say we go with Lolth. We can cast Sorin next turn if we don't get a mana, but we do need our treasure for Lolth. Either way, Sorin or Lolth, we are not getting, we're not going to be able to use our chef. We have blockers for the flyers, 1 blocker for the ground. It'll all pump up Lolth, which will make more spiders, which will give us more blockers. Hopefully we can stabilize, find a way to deal, like just stave off. No, we got to stop them from putting these +1 counters all over the place, though, too. That's the other thing. Because that's just making everything tougher and more difficult to kill with Meathook. So what, they just throw the 1? The other one goes to face. Might as well block them both.
And I will come.
We still can't do anything with Meathook. So we get that out there. Sack it, gets Lolth up. Gives us a treasure. And a card draw to hopefully help us find what we need. Yikes. Can we cast that for 2? You need legendary creatures to reduce it, right? Yeah. Well, you don't have any legendary creatures. I guess we can just play it as a land, I suppose. If we go like this, we can cancel, right? Yeah, we can only play it as a land. So we could do that. I don't think 3 mana gets us much, though. I say we get our spiders, which is what we were jonesing for. And we go that way. We need to hold this. We can't do anything with it this turn because we don't have the mana. But when they attack, we might be able to take down their Strict Proctor again. We'd have to block for extra damage plus the 4 damage. But we can't even do that this turn. So it all depends on where they keep putting counters with their... Or we just need an insane amount of mana. Well, there goes one of our guys that block flying. So that's kind of ridiculous. Okay. So they get our Lolth now. Of course they do. Yeah. I mean, I called it from the beginning. I'm like, they're just way too perfect. They have... And the double Strict Proctor. Like, come on, game. And then you hold back. The only removal you get me is the only removal that Strict... Like, can you... Like, this is what I mean when I get really angry and I really complain about games. It's like, you can't just stack a game so perfectly for one player to lose and just be like, yeah, Shuffler's fine. Right. Yeah, because that's fine. Like, do you understand the absolute insane odds of that happening? The odds were slim for me even being able to, not that slim actually, to deal with the Strict Proctor, but because I had Meathook, and Meathook doesn't deal with it because it shuts down Meathook, and literally all I draw is more Meathooks after I freaking deal with it, like, come on. And then they just, oh, here's another one, and then I continue to not get cards to deal with it. This guy can block flying, so we go Ghast, get a treasure. Still don't get it. Still don't get it. Like, just over and over again. Nope, still not getting it. Still not getting it. And I just can't cast anything here and shut down the and at this point, it doesn't matter. Meathooks, they've just been doling out all these +1 counters. Everything's getting a boost from their enchantment here. It's just like, Meathook is just not enough to take them all down anymore. And we haven't been getting mana either. Well, we do here, I guess. This one I know I didn't play. This one we didn't have when I chose not to play this. We didn't have this one. We need this for its ability. We do need more mana, just in general. Yeah, that won't do anything. They just have way too much flying. Well, let's end turn and see what they do. Maybe we can try and kill that Strict Proctor with our other Eiganjo. And if we can get it, maybe we can Meathook for 4. We can Meathook for 4, which will get rid of the Luminarch in any case. The one that's doling them all out. Is that lethal? I don't think so. Let's see. 4, 8, 10, 11, 16, 19. Yep, it is. Oh, it's uber lethal with this guy coming in as well. Oh, big problem too. 4 damage is not enough to kill the Proctor. Anybody on ground? Yeah. Just to block damage. 3 mana here, 3 mana here. Literally just barely have enough for it. Two mana now. We only have enough for these two. Like, we need to see our cards. Nope. It's just too late. We can't get rid of that Strict Proctor. Still not the card I need to get rid of it. Literally any removal from Kaya to frickin' Wandering Emperor to anything just not Meathook. Or frickin' Vanishing Verses. Like, oh my god. Thanks, game. This is like the only way I lose. Is by the game just like, yeah, we'll just give your opponent absolutely everything. But we do have a lot of mana. Can we do what? -6 is what we... Oh my god, -6. Can we actually do it? No, we can't because of the stupid Strict Proctor. We can do -4. That gets rid of a lot of stuff. We're still just dead, though. Yeah, whatever. It might hold them off another maybe 1 round. No, it won't because they get double strike stuff. So yeah, everything gets double strike. Well, we gain a few life, but yeah, it's not enough. Wow. Just give them everything and me nothing. Yeah, good for you. You can stack your deck. How do you do that? Don't give me that top deck EXE bullshit. I mean, tell me for real. How do people do this? Okay, so those were the games. I thought they worked out pretty good most of the time. These last couple days, the shuffler has been an absolute pain in the ass. So there was a couple games after that last game where I lost, where I did lose a couple more. So it ended up being around a 50% win rate, which is just disgusting for gold with this deck. This is a super competitive deck, but like I have to assume that that's good. Like, look, there's no way this deck should have been that bad. Like, every time I lost, it was this deck not being shuffled and my opponents having perfection. I couldn't believe some of the stuff. Anyways, the reason I didn't include a couple of those other losses is just because they were really long. Like, literally the whole game right from the beginning, all I was doing was complaining, like, this is ridiculous. I've already mulliganed and the shuffling is still terrible. My card draw is awful. My opponent's getting everything. I scrape things together, kill stuff barely. You know, find some board wipes, hang in there a little longer, and then just the whole game is me just hanging in there until freaking 15, 20 minutes later I finally die because I continue to not draw what I need while they do. So I'm assuming it's just bad luck why this deck, there's no way it should have performed this poorly in gold, and there's nothing I was doing. Please tell me what mistakes I made down below. There was 1 or 2, but I think it was after it was too late and it didn't matter. I think there was one mistake. I don't even know. I meant to do something, but the game was already over, and it was just like I forgot to do something, and it didn't matter. It would have changed nothing for the game. I even started thinking, I'm like, maybe I should go 4 Vanishing Verses and just drop one of the Wandering Emperors, you know, so that I get these more. They're faster, they're a little cheaper, they're easier to cast, stuff like that. But they do have, you know, they're limited, much like this, but not as limited. There's more monocolored, really good permanents that this can shut down, which is really good, whereas this has to do something. It can only do a creature that it exiles, and it has to be tapped. So there's a little more limitations on the exile effect here. But when I started thinking of that, I'm like, was there any moment where I had a Wandering Emperor where a Vanishing Verse would have turned the game around? And guess what? No. I can't think of a single moment where I had one of these and this would have made the game different. So yeah, I don't know. I think the deck works really great when the shuffler is not totally screwing you over. and I think you've seen that in the gameplay today. So that's my piece on that, and I will let you guys all go with that, guys and gals. All have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Remember to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment. Cheers.